Hello everyone and welcome to my live stream of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Today we'll be flying the Citation X. Let's get a pushback.
Citation Victor Tango X-Ray 750, requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the left.
Citation Victor Tango X-Ray 750. Your request has been transmitted to the operator.
Leave ground. Citation Victor Tango X-Ray 750, requesting the end of pushback.
Citation Victor Tango X-Ray 750. Request to end pushback received.
Let's taxi out.
Tower, Citation Victor Tango X-Ray 750 at runway tree ready for departure, departing straight out.
Citation Victor Tango X-Ray 750. Altimeter tree 00, 4 straight out departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway tree.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree, Citation 750.
Okay, I think we're ready to go.
Citation 750, leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Get the flaps up.
Lehue Tower, Citation Victor Tango X-ray 750, frequency change. Lehue approach, Citation Victor Tango X-ray 750 is type Citation C750, 2 miles northeast of Lehue, 1800. Request flight following.
Citation Victor Tango X-ray 750, Lehue approach. Squawk 5061.
Squawk 5061, Citation 750.
Citation 750, radar contact 3 miles northeast of Lehue, 2100. Altimeter tree 004.
Roger, Citation 750.
Okay, we have the autopilot set. We're going to be on the FMS. We're climbing out of Kauai on our way over to Kona. Okay, let's get the particulars for the approach.
Citation 750, contact Honolulu Center on 126.5. Good day.
126.5 for Citation 750.
Okay, the computer looks good. Hi everybody, welcome in. We're on our way over to Kona from Kauai. Plan looks good. Nav is set 109.70. We're on our way. There's our approach. We'll hit Vicky. Sit back and relax and enjoy your short flight of 1 hour over to Kona. We are in my new favorite aircraft, the Citation X. Hey host, what's going on? You want to come along? Here's the flight plan. Let me put it up. Lahui, which is Kauai, over to Kona. We can do one flight for sure, maybe two before the PS5 blows up. One for sure. Seems like I've been getting like 1.5 before it loses its mind. So there it is. Let's go. Yeah, that's Hawaii. I know the scenery isn't too intensive there, so I do this flight regularly. We should be okay for this flight. That sounds good. I can actually go over there anytime I want. I have relatives there. Yeah, on the last stream I did, right when I was going to end it after the second flight, then the all the memory leaked out of the PS5, and it was like over. Like I said, if I ever see that low memory resource error, I'll end the flight and the stream ASAP. Okay, we still got the nav in there, 109. Yep, all looks good. We'll see some islands along the way here. This part is just over the water. Well, me too. I haven't got much to say about that other than the Flight Sim weekend was just, Flight Sim Expo weekend was just on. They said the 5.1 update will be out. It's the best they ever did. Yeah, I've heard that before. We'll see. Supposedly it's going to launch pretty soon. What I'm planning to do is 2 flights, then I'll have lunch, and then I'll come back and do another 2 flights later this afternoon. We can't do more than 2. It used to be 4, but it's gotten a little worse. Of course, I can connect my PS5 to the PC and OBS and a whole bunch of stuff if I want to do that, but I'm just hoping they fix this. Not much to see here till we get closer to this island we're coming up to, off to the east. A little cloudy in the islands today. Hey host, do you follow me over on the Purple app? Do you use that app? Here's a good shot of the Citation X cockpit. Okay, that's going to be Oahu over there off to our left. Not going to get a good look at it though. This is live weather and a little bit cloudy in Oahu today. Was that you that flew by me? That scenery does look good. Get a little better picture of Oahu if we get a little closer, but I'm not going off course.
Honolulu Center. United 1581 is passing 5,900 climbing 7,000.
We're about 145 miles from Tami, and then we'll waypoint to Veki, and that'll be on the approach.
United 1581 contact approach on 124.8. Good day.
United 1581.
Now we got some real nice clouds as we fly along the side of Oahu. Now GTA 6 will probably look better. It's being made for the PS5 specifically. Yeah, the graphics are probably going to be really good. I don't think the Citation X is going to be in that game. Oh, there's a good shot of Oahu. What's that? POI, small airport. That's not Honolulu International, I know that. Welcome, and if you just joined, we're on our way over to Kona. We're flying over Oahu right now. Right after this we can descend because it'll be all water. Okay, let's get on down. Need to be at 3,000 when we hit Veki. going down to 5,000. Oh, she gonna buy GTA 6 for $100? Yeah, we'll see. I'll buy it and I won't play it. That's what'll happen. I'll never stream it because there'll be 500,000 people streaming it. Welcome in, everybody. Did anybody go to the Flight Sim Expo? Although host is the only one chatting, so. So what would you do if they delayed it? People will flip out. Yeah, I'll probably only fly the Citation X today. I've got this aircraft all figured out. When it runs out of memory, it's not the aircraft's fault. We'll have to be selective where we go on the next flight. Again, anybody watching, if all of a sudden I abruptly end the stream and the flight, that'll be why. The dreaded low memory resource error. 30 seconds later, the PlayStation goes bluey. Let's see where we are. Oh, we're halfway to our destination. This will be our approach. We'll turn right on Vecchi and to another waypoint, and then land. This flight, it should almost land itself. We shall see. So we're going to set our altitude now for the recommended Vecchi approach, which is 3,000. So we'll set it for 29 to pick up the localizer. And let's do 28. That'll ensure we pick it up. Well, we're close, but you notice there hasn't been any trailers, right? Let's get our speed down a little bit. .230 looks good. The next flight would do something a little more scenery, but I'm trying to be cautious, so that's why I like flying around the Hawaiian Islands, because it doesn't load a lot of scenery when it's just all water. So the memory will last a little longer. Everything is still looking good. Nav, flight plan, radios. There's our aircraft right there in white along with the rest of them. Put it back to blue. I accidentally hit the pause button.
Cessna 578, contact Honolulu Center on 127.6. Good day.
There's Maui off in the distance. The Maui airport is right there in the middle, the main airport. Right there. Hey Sherry, how you doing? I think they do have some missions in the sky, but I don't think you'll be using commercial or maybe business jets. They had some in 5, so I'm pretty sure they'll have some in 6. Well, Kona's out there somewhere. Carpet bombing? I have no idea. Unless somebody else in the chat knows, I have no idea what that is. Let's see where we're at. We should get in 2 flights before the PlayStation blows. We're heading to Tammy and then Vecchi. This flight should almost land by itself, but we'll take over the last mile or 2 out. Or if we feel lucky, we could let it land itself. Hi everyone, welcome in. We're on our way over to Kona. It was a short 1-hour flight from Kauai with not a lot of scenery loading, so that usually helps. There's another island off to our left. And Kona will be out here over to the right. Welcome in if you just joined. We'll be doing 2 streams today because we can't do more than 1 or 2 flights before the PS5 runs out of memory. So we'll do 1 or 2 flights now, and then I'll be back for another stream after lunch for another 2 flights. PlayStation works good. As long as you don't do too many flights. If anybody watched the Flight Sim Expo, Thrustmaster, go Thrustmaster. They're coming out with a general aviation flight setup that'll be available in September. We're coming into range now. Heading over to Tammy, then Vecchi, and I'm going to now descend to our approach altitude because it's nothing but water. Let's go. Going down. And let's slow down while we're at it. $200 sounds good. We'll now adjust the range and we'll make the co-pilot 5 miles. We won't activate the approach mode yet. We're going to pass by this island and hang a right. think we'll set the reversers manually instead of over here automatic. Okay, we're at 2800. That's our recommended approach starting point. Let's check out this island here as we go by. Scenery's loading good today. When we come into view here, we'll start setting up for our landing. Still have a little ways to go. Welcome in if you just joined. We're on our way over to Kona from Kauai. It's a good flight for the PlayStation because it doesn't load a lot of scenery. And we are in the X. The Citation X. We'll see how close we can come to an auto land. We should be able to come pretty close. Let's make sure the computer's set right. So we're going to hit Tammy, and then we're going to be on final when we hit Becky. And then one more, and then the runway. Let's make sure the radio's still set. Yep, 109.70. This is real time and real weather in Hawaii. There you can see our transition. You can see Tammy right there. We'll leave it at 25 miles out. So to Tammy we have 27 miles to go. I am flying today with the HOTUS flight stick and throttle and the PS5 controller and a mouse. I don't have enough hands. Nobody's coming along today. Maybe on this afternoon's stream and flight we'll get some flyers. Sherry, if you're still watching, do you play Flight Sim? Or are you just waiting for GTA 6? That would be the big island right in front of us. And Kona will be off to the right. We'll be making a right turn. Hey, 700. Okay, 700, you have to decide. So we're talking about PS5, right? So the version to get is the Premium Deluxe. It'll get you like 206 aircraft. I would not get the Aviator Edition unless it's on sale, and you can always upgrade later. Whether it's worth it, I've had it since day one, and like you say, the bugs have gotten worse as we've gone along, and they're really bad now. That's why I only could play and stream 2 flights, and then all the memory leaks out, and see you later, PlayStation. So we're only maybe a week away from 5.1, which they touted at the Flight Sim Expo and says it's the best version they've built. We'll see about that. So you can either go with $70, you can go with $199 Deluxe, or $120 from the Premium Deluxe. I mean, you can see the scenery, everything. I mean, the PlayStation Edition works. You just have to be careful which aircraft you use and how long you play. If you try and play it for 5 hours, it's going to blow. And it's going to blow your PlayStation. You're going to have to rebuild the database. But personally, I think it's worth it. The graphics are way better than 2020, more aircraft. You have to decide, you know, or if you want, wait until they come out with 5.1 SU 5.1, and see if it works. If you know which aircraft to fly, then you can usually get away with a few flights. Some you can't even get away with one, and it just gets messed up. So hopefully that answers it. But I've been playing and streaming it since day one in November. Okay, let's get our approach ready. This Citation X does not come with any of the versions. This is a separate purchase. We're still way out. We don't need to deploy flaps yet. So this is a 110 coin version. And the marketplace, the way it works is a minimum of $50 you have to spend. And that gets you between 1.5 and 2 aircraft. Yeah, the scenery is really good for only running at medium graphics. I mean, if you're expecting the graphics quality on high or ultra like a PC, nope. Console's maxed out at medium, but you'll see when we land here. The reason I pick Hawaii is because of a lot of water, so a lot of the scenery doesn't load to kill the sim. But wait till we land and you'll see the graphics are pretty good. Like right now, if I went and I put up live weather and made a snowstorm, I wouldn't even get off the taxiway before it blew. And how do I know? Because it has. Okay, let's deploy some flaps here. And the gear. Gear coming down. Yeah, if you're not in a hurry, 700, just wait another week, because that's when the update's supposed to come out. Then you can watch all of us playing it, seeing if we're having a good time or if we're cursing. We're going to make a right-hand turn right up here at Vecchi. Let's see if we've hit whoops, I didn't want to do that. Let's check the computer, see where we are. Okay, we're about to hit Tammy in 3 miles, so we'll adjust the range. So we're going to hit Tammy, then we're going to make a right and hit Vecchi, and then I could activate the ILS. So I think we better slow down now. Set it for 180. And you can see on my co-pilot's MFD here, we're set at 5 miles. You can see the turn right there. Let me check the chat one more time before we line up. Yeah, 700, the Aviator edition, which is like $200, was on sale in the marketplace about a week ago. So you can, we're making the turn, look at this, all by itself. So you can get whatever version, then you can always upgrade. And the versions give you more aircraft and more handcrafted airports. Let's make the turn here. So you can even start with the standard version, then upgrade to Aviator or Premium Deluxe if you want. But wait and see what unfolds with the update. Okay, we're on approach. I'm going to arm the approach mode in a minute. Oh no, we got some time here. I have it kind of zoomed in though. We'll wait till we get to Vecchi and then we'll arm the approach. Let's make sure the frequency is still set. Okay, we're on Vecchi now. 109.70, that's good. No, you just pay the difference. I could show you after this flight in the marketplace. Basically, what you do is say you spend $70 for the standard, and then you upgrade to the premium deluxe. They're not going to make you pay another $120. If they do through the sim, just buy it through the PlayStation store. That'd be ridiculous if they did that. Okay, I'm not going to look at the chat again until we land. There's the runway. We got full flaps. Now we do. And I'll take over the throttle. Hey Matthew, we're in Hawaii, where it doesn't load a lot of scenery. We're about to land in Kona. So that's where we're at. And let me take over the throttle here because I don't trust this thing to auto land with the throttle. Auto throttle's off. Okay, let's arm the approach. Nope, not yet. Oh yeah, okay, approach is armed. Nope, it's not armed. Now it is. There's the airport right in front of us. You can see the squares. We're right on target. Trouble with no auto throttle is I'm going too slow. Okay, I'll check the chat again after we land. You can see the runway right there. We should be heading the localizer. Yeah, we're on it. It's green. Okay, we should be descending in a minute. There we go. This will be very close to an auto land. Everybody complains that the Citation X has problems. I don't know. I don't have very many problems with it. If you just set it up right. What are we doing? 160? And 700, you'll see the scenery like I said when we taxi to the gate. I'll jump out of the aircraft and show you if you're still watching. You can put it in what is it, showcase mode, and you can walk around. Or I can just walk around. Okay, let's line up and land. I'm not touching anything. Hands are off right now. It's just flying itself. Let's just reset my range for 5 miles. There we go. We got one more waypoint to hit. See? All by itself, we're right in the square. Speed is the most important. Let's lower it a little bit. Okay, let's see how close we can get to an auto land. It's descending. We're at 1,000. Slowing down to 140. Make sure I hit the reversers and not the gear up button on the HOTUS, because it's right next to it. Look at that, still on the approach. And we'll take over manually right coming up. If I let it auto land, it'll probably bounce. So let's not. Look at that, still right on. 145. I'm going to let the wheels just almost touch and then take it off of autopilot. Here we go. Here we go. Autopilot's coming off.
Kona Tower, Citation Victor Tango X-ray 750 is 1 miles north, 100.
It's going to be a floaty.
Citation Victor Tango X-ray 750.
Look at this.
Kona Tower. Altimeter 29.
Long runway.
Fly left traffic runway 17.
Reversers on. Check out those reversers. This Citation X I highly recommend. It's a beast. Okay, 700, let's taxi and I'll show you the quality of the airport. So as I can find a taxiway here.
Citation 750. Did you hear my last transmission?
No, I wasn't clear to land, no kidding. Let's get the flaps up. We'll find our own parking spot.
750. Contact ground on 121.9er.
121.9er, Citation 750.
Okay, let's find a parking spot. Let's make it official and contact ground.
Kona ground, Citation Victor Tango X-ray 750. Request taxi to the gate.
Let's see where they want to put me.
Citation Victor Tango X-ray 750. Taxi to gate 10 via taxiway Charlie Alpha Delta.
I have my favorite parking spot over here, so we're just going to go over there. It's going to tell me over there.
Charlie Alpha Delta, Citation 750.
Okay, let's taxi over there. And then we'll jump out of the aircraft and walk around a little bit. Like I said, we're good to go until we see that memory low resource error, and then I'll have to abruptly end. Where's my favorite gate? Park next to the big boys. Is there a spot for me over there? I'm looking for a spot. Here's the terminal. Let's park right over here. We're going to make a custom spot. Okay, parking brake set. Okay, 700, we're going to jump out here. I'll show you something. Let's walk over to the terminal. Hopefully I don't get the memory error. Where's all the people? Open the gate. I want in. Okay, so you can do this. Look, we can jump. So how's that for scenery, 700? You saw it lag? I didn't see it lag, so that was your connection. I'm getting like almost 700 down on Wi-Fi. And I was watching my stream and I didn't see it lag. I know sometimes it'll report it, but it's usually somebody watching. Look good to me. Okay, let's end this flight before... Hey, maybe we can take someone's luggage here. Okay, let's climb on board or we'll get right in front here and then we'll end the flight. We'll set up another one. Okay, let's set up a new flight. Something with not a lot of scenery. Because usually after one it starts getting excited. Okay, let's see where we want to go. Let's check the weather around here. We might be able to do a Burbank to San Diego short flight. Hopefully it won't blow. Let's do that. We've got some clouds. I see it stuttering a little bit. Let's see, there's Van Nuys, there's Burbank. And then we'll head down to San Diego. Oh, there's Catalina. I don't think I can land this thing in Catalina. San Diego, cloudy, but we can land there. Let me pick my runway. I want to come in over the water, not over the houses. So that is runway 9. That's good. And let me get the flight plan for Burbank. So we're going to go off of 15. We would need a pushback there, so why don't we go push back to the left. This is officially the United Gate. We'll go right here and then we'll just get a pushback. There better be a tug there. You know what? Just in case there's no tug, we'll go ramp 5. Let's go, live weather. Yeah, I figured it was your stream because I know I'm playing on Wi-Fi. So this is pretty good for Wi-Fi. I'm not even plugged in. If I plug in, I'll get a gig. And if I don't plug in, I'll get 600 to 700, which is more than enough for this sim. Okay, let's set it up. Keep in mind, this is the second flight. So we got a 50-50 chance that we'll get the memory error problem, in which case I will have to end. Anybody want to come along? I have all players set. Okay, let's get on board, start it up. I don't need the iPad. Let me check chat while this thing's warming up. I'm not using the beta because I can't fly the aircraft that I own in the sim. But you're right. If I use the beta, I might get more than 2 flights in before it blows up. X. The beta doesn't look any better than what I'm playing here. The quality of the graphics is the same. I have the beta, but I uninstalled it. It was pretty worthless. Oops. Okay, let me set up the flight and then I'll check the chat after. Okay, we're going to go this to 9 direct. Okay, now let's get the particulars. Okay, 111.55. And we need to be at 2,000. Okay, 111.55. What, Cat? You want a treat? Oh, give me a second. Hey, Moose. Well, we did our first flight successfully in a beautiful butter landing. Now we're on the second flight that I'm worried about because you know when it blows. Hang on, let me get the cat bowl. She's crying. Hold on. Moose, when you were on the other day like clockwork, right after I landed the second flight, I had about 30 seconds before it was going to blow. So we're on the second flight. We'll see what happens. Okay, let me just set the radio here, 111.55. Let me set this. I'll check chat in a minute, okay? And we're going to go to Gato. Okay, 111.55. You want to come along on this flight, Moose? I can't guarantee we're going to finish it. I'm doing 2 streams, okay? This is my solution. So I'm going to do 2 streams. I'm going to do 2 flights for each stream. That way I could almost be assured I'll get them in before it blows. I know X was asking, how come I'm not playing the beta? Because I don't care about the beta. I want to use this aircraft and it's not in the beta. So if we want to come along, Moose, I'll give you the codes. Or anybody else that wants to come along. It doesn't seem to affect if you're doing all players, the sim. So even if we do all players, why didn't it activate my, wait a minute, what is this? Heading fail? I haven't seen that before. And I activated the flight plan. I did send it, didn't I? Okay, I got a heading fail, so this could be a bug. So we may have to change. Hold on. Got a heading fail. Once I activated that flight plan, I should have got the line, which I did not. Let me just click this. Nope. This has a problem. It's probably leaking memory already. Stand by. We better reset this flight because I don't think this is going to work. Stand by. Let me read Moose's chat. What'd you think of that Flight Sim Expo? How Microsoft stood up there and said 5.1 is going to be the best version they ever made. Mm-hmm. I'm sure it is going to be. You're drained. Hey, Moose, don't worry. I got a fly swatter right next to me here to hit all the bugs. Whoa, look at that. The aircraft jumped by itself. Like I said, after lunch, I'll be back with a second stream when I reboot and wipe the memory from the PS5. Okay, let's see if we can get it working this time. It should still have the flight plan in there. Yeah, every version of Flight Sim comes with a fly swatter. Okay, at least I didn't get the red square. Did they blame Sony? No. If they blame Sony, I wish I would have went. Did they actually do that? They blamed Sony? Hey, I've got this on all three platforms. Xbox, PC. PC's the best, of course. It doesn't play any better on the Xbox. And they blame Sony? Are they going to blame Microsoft too? They are Microsoft. Okay, let's see if we can do this again. It already has that. Okay, we don't need to change procedure. Let's just try and send it. What was it, 111.55? I must have missed that where they tried to blame Sony. Yeah, 111.55. Hang on and I'll check the chat again. I watched most of the streams from there. I did watch their live thing where they came on and said it was going to be the best version they ever made. Okay, let's see if this works again. There we go. Now we got a pink line. Hello. Now the big question is if we run out of memory before we get down to San Diego. Let me get this all set up and I'll look at the chat. Welcome in, everybody. We are not playing the beta. I don't give a rat's you know what about the beta. We play the real version, and when we see that memory error right here, we shut it down and turn off the PlayStation as fast as we can. Hang on, Moose.
Burbank ground. Citation Victor Tango X-ray 750. Request taxi for straight out departure with Golf.
Oh, I still got some setup to do here.
Citation Victor Tango X-ray 750. Taxi to and hold short of runway 15 via taxiway cross.
Let's see, we're set at 250. That looks good.
Contact tower on 118.7 when ready.
We're going to get a pushback here.
Taxi to and hold short runway 15 via taxiway cross runway 26 Delta 1 Delta Alpha Alpha 1. Citation 750.
Look at this, it has us going all the way around. Now we're just going to go straight back. Let's get a pushback.
Burbank ground. Citation Victor Tango X-ray 750. Requesting pushback.
Okay, we're getting a hookup. And then we'll have her steer to the left. Hang on, Moose, I'll check your chat. It's a nice Air New Zealand aircraft. Hooked up.
Burbank ground. Citation Victor Tango X-ray 750. Requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the left. Burbank ground. Citation Victor Tango X-ray 750.
Here we go.
End of pushback.
Citation Victor Tango X-ray 750. Request to end pushback received.
Okay, let me check chat before we taxi on. Yeah, I heard that. I was watching when they said 5.1 was the most stable. Moose, is that true or was it a wet dream? Hey Moose, did you see the new Thrustmaster General Aviation flight controls coming out? That looks pretty cool. Okay, let's taxi. And everybody keep your eye on the center right part of the screen for the dreaded low memory resources error that will be coming up shortly. Moose, you think I should just hook up my PlayStation to the PC? No, that won't help. I was going to say stream off the PC. It was a dry dream. Hey Moose, next year the Flight Sim Expo is going to be in Vegas. I could probably go to that. I could probably get there. I can get there pretty quick. Welcome in everybody. We're on our second flight out of two out of two, because of course we only can do two before the PlayStation loses its mind and its memory. Anybody want to fly along? It won't affect the stream or the flight. It's going to blow either way. This is what it really looks like at Burbank. This is like my backyard. It's got this big turnout right here. Oh, I saw a little stutter. Okay, let's get clearance. 15. Moose, I am going to do another stream after lunch. Let's go.
Burbank Tower. Citation Victor Tango X-ray X-ray 750 at runway 15 ready for departure. Departing straight out.
Looks like an easy approach.
Citation Victor Tango X-ray 750, altimeter tree 001, departing.
Yeah, if I was at LAX right now, this thing would have blew up already.
Runway 15.
Cleared for takeoff runway 15. Citation 750.
Let me line up and I'll check chat one more time before we go. Let's do one more check. We're ready to go. Yeah, Moose, you can expect it before we land. Okay, let's just check everything. Okay, what do we have this set at? Let's go 25 miles. And on hers, we'll go 12 miles. And we did our altitude, right? Uh-oh, we've got the dreaded, we lost the radio bug. Hold on. So we just won't activate it. 1:11:55, San Diego. Okay, we won't activate it yet. In altitude, did we set it? Yeah, 8,000. Okay, let's go. And we set our speed. Okay, we'll activate that. Armed. Seriously, Moose, you're done? Come on, we can get 2 flights in, and then we could be done. Let's go. We're going to be done as soon as we get the air. Here we go, here we go.
Delta 48 tree.
120. 140. Look at this, Citation takes off all by itself. Uh-oh, it's stuttering. It's getting ready to lose its mind. Check out the scenery though, 707 or 700. Yeah, I don't think we're going to complete this flight before it runs out of memory.
Delta 48 tree, exit runway when able. Citation 750, leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Let me get on the FMS and then I'll check the chat.
Burbank Tower, Citation Victor Tango X-ray 750, frequency change.
Scenery's looking good today. There's downtown LA. Okay, let's get on the FMS. Autopilot on. But I forgot to arm the nav.
SoCal approach. Citation Victor Tango X-ray 750
There we go.
is type Citation C750. 1 mile
Hands
southwest
off.
of Kilo Alpha Romeo Golf Charlie 3000. Request flight following.
Citation Victor Tango X-ray 750. SoCal approach. Squawk 5035.
Squawk 5035. Citation 750.
700, what do you think of this scenery
Citation 750.
for Los Angeles?
Radar contact 2 miles southeast of Kilo Alpha, 2 Mike 5, 4800. Altimeter tree 001.
Let me see what Moose wrote. He wrote something nasty. The Red Channel held it for my review. Hey, I didn't bitch about it at all till you came in. You got me all worked up.
Decimal 5 for citation 750.
The first flight was fine. I love Hawaii. That's right. You just don't know when. That's why I'm going to see if we can complete this flight before it does. We're right on course. San Diego should be maybe a little less than an hour. See if we can make it down there. The only thing we have to set is the radio frequency, which I'm not arming yet. Let me see if I can arm it now. Let's see if it holds. 111.55. And we're heading to Gato. And then there's runway 09. Okay, that's looking good. Now if we could just make it. Yeah, Moose, I don't know what I'll do if they fix it with 5.1. See all the flyers over there by LAX? Welcome in, everybody. We're going to do 2 streams and 4 flights. This is the second flight. We'll end the stream, shut the PlayStation off, let it clear its mind, and then we'll start up another stream after lunch, and we'll do two more flights. Come on, Moose, you spent all that money on your PS5 Pro and you don't even want to use it. If you want to join on the second stream, Moose, you can. So, Moose, what I did was I put a flush handle on the PlayStation. So when we get the memory error, you just turn the flush thing down and then it flushes out all the RAM and then it works again. Okay, Moose. I didn't hide a message. Wait, it's telling me I hid a message. Hold on. Oh, there's Stone. Oh, Stone's coming in hot behind me. You better hurry, Stone. This is the second flight. You know what's going to happen. Let me see where you are. I hear you, but I don't see you. Oh, there you are. I see you. What are you flying, the Honda jet? Everything's looking good so far, as long as we don't see that dreaded error. Just cycling through. F-23? Does that aircraft even work on a PS5? Hey, pilot. We're on our second flight, so hopefully we'll get to complete it. The first one was beautiful in Hawaii. I had the most beautiful landing. We'll see if I can make it down to San Diego here before the PS5 blows its mind. So, pilot, we're going to do 2 streams because we only could seem to get 2 flights in before it runs out of RAM. And then I'll eat lunch and come back and do an afternoon stream. After you were watching the last time, right when before I ended, I got the dreaded memory out of memory error. Oh, okay, cool. South America. I'm trying to pick the locations that don't have a lot of scenery to load. That's why I did Hawaii on the first flight, since it was mostly over the water. And I know the approach to Kona is really easy, just like this one. Look at this. Straight in. Hang a left and we're there. I didn't check what altitude we needed to be at, did I? $2,000. Okay, I think we're all set. Keep my fingers crossed that we don't see the error. Till then, just enjoy it. I changed the livery, Pilot and Stone. Stone, are you still behind me in your F-23? I see some other people flying along here. I don't know who they are. You might have went in front of me, Stone. I don't know. Let's just arm this for... We're going to be over the water for the rest of the flight, so we could just arm this for 5. Yeah, I lost track of you, Stone. I see 2 out there. Let me zoom it in. That's not you, Raul. You must be in front of me. With all those white clouds, I can't really tell. I don't want to keep moving this around and find out where there's somebody else there. That's not you either. Oh, you're up high? Okay. It's a short flight to be up that high. Pilot, how many days is that down to South America? Just a down and back? If you just joined, there's the SoCal coastline. We're on our way to San Diego on a short flight. Let's check the computer here. Yeah, it looks good. Let's see where we are. Oh, look. See, we're not that far off. Okay, let's descend and get ready. See if we can make it to San Diego before it goes bye-bye. First thing, I think we better slow down. Okay, let's descend. Going down. See if I could do another good landing like the first one. So we're right here. I hope when they do the update that they change this back to blue so we know where we're at instead of all these white aircraft. Okay, there's our waypoint we gotta hit. Stone, did you set a flight plan or you just free flying? speed bug went back to, I know I put this down to 2. It's okay, we're going to take it off of auto throttle anyways in a minute. And now let's set our approach altitude, set 2,000. I want to make sure we're all ready, so I'm going to set some flaps and stuff. Not going to wait till the last second. Let's set this down to 180, and then we'll take it off of auto throttle. I'll keep glancing over at chat. Okay, let's reset the range to 12. And we'll set the co-pilot for 5. See if we can come close, pilot. We got almost to an auto landing on the first flight in Hawaii. But I don't trust it. Okay, we're getting close. 12 miles to Gato. Let's just get everything ready early here. Gear looks down and locked. I know it's a little ways out, but and now let's, oh yeah, we're getting close, so let's head down. Then we'll arm the approach mode after we make the turn. Oh, you're on a flight plan, Stone? Okay. Are you getting close? You probably want to land soon. We don't know when the PS5 is going to run out of juice, aka memory. Okay, I'm going to take over the throttle now. Auto throttle off. Then I'm going to reset this for 5 miles. Oh, are we going to come straight in, or are we going to do a loop? Yeah, they're stoned. I can hear them. I don't see them. You always like these fast aircraft. Live weather in San Diego. Yeah, I knew it was kind of socked in. Welcome in, everybody. We're about to land at San Diego. We'll try and taxi. Okay, we're at 1900. Hopefully we don't hit anything, and we'll pick up the localizer. Uh-oh, it's going to get foggy. Oh, Matthew's flying along too. Okay. So we are going to make the loop. We're not going straight in. Here we go. FMS. Okay, we just hit the next transition. Pilot, what are you taking down in South America, an Airbus? Okay, we're following our little loop. We'll just go with it. There we are. Hard to tell with all these white aircraft. Let me know if you landed, Stone. Got one more loop to make here. Let's make sure the frequency didn't change. 111.55. There's Matthew. Okay, that looks good. One more right-hand turn. Let's go full flaps. Okay, we're gonna arm the approach as soon as we turn. Okay, let's see if we can arm the approach. Just lit up. Approach is armed. And we have a green line. Okay, we're on the localizer. Look at that, right in the slot. We're a little low, but I started out low on purpose. Okay, here comes someone to buzz my aircraft. I'll check chat again after I land. Oh, there's Stone. You already landed? I could see your tag out there. So did anybody of you guys watch the Flight Sim Expo videos? Live streams? So they're going to hold it in Vegas next year. I can get to Vegas in 40 minutes on Southwest. Maybe I go that year. Okay, we're still in, not descending yet. Now we're descending. Come on, memory, hold on. You can do it. Don't run out of memory before we land. A lot of aircraft in San Diego here. Look at this. Okay, time to put hands on the controls. Uh-oh, here comes the cat. Hope she doesn't want a treat right now. No. No treat. It's still flying by itself. Hang on, I'll check the chat as soon as I land. If I look over right now, I'm going to miss the landing. Okay, should we let it auto land or should we take it off just before? 2 reds, 2 whites. Let's take it off.
Tower, Citation Victor Tango X-ray 750.
Oh, someone's on the runway.
100 with whiskey to land.
How are we going to miss him? Let's see if we can miss him. There we go.
Citation Victor Tango X-ray 750, Lindbergh Tower. Altimeter tree 00 tree. Make left downwind runway 9er.
Reverser's on. How you like that? We even missed him.
Exit runway when able.
Hold short runway 27. Delta 712.
That landing was as good as the first one, but look at all this traffic.
Delta 712 ready for IFR departure. Runway 27.
Let's go taxi over by
Delta
Stone.
712, hold short runway 27. Traffic is Embraer E170 on the runway.
Look at all this traffic.
750. You are not cleared to land. Clear the runway.
Yeah, I wasn't cleared to land. Okay. Let me find a place to park.
Runway 27. Delta 712.
Where did Stone go?
1.975 for Citation 750.
Skywest tree 047. Exit runway when able.
Oh, there's Stone.
Delta
We'll
712 ready
taxi
for
over to
departure.
him.
Runway 27. IFR to
Turn into ground. Gates.
Lindbergh ground.
Hang on, I'll
Citation
check chat.
Tango X-ray 750. Request taxi to the gate.
Hi, 79. Hang on a second.
Citation Victor Tango X-ray 750. Taxi to gate Tree via taxiway Charlie Tree Charlie Charlie. 6 cross runway 9er Bravo 7 Bravo.
Taxiing to gate Tree using taxiway Charlie Tree Charlie Charlie 6 cross runway 9.
Oh, 79. I'm in California too,
750.
but I'm down south. So they had me going over here, but I'm going to go over by Stone. So I'm going to go taxi over by Stone. I'm not sure where Matthew went. Let's go. We got to end this flight and stream before we lose everything. Stay there, Stone. I'm coming. So I like this Citation X. I'm not having a lot of issues with it. When it runs out of memory, it's not the aircraft, it's the sim. I can hear it stuttering a little bit, so it's getting ready. I can hear it crackling. That's bad news. Let me go park right next to Stone here. So you can hear the sound crackling. That means it's on its way to losing its memory. What did you fly in, Stone? What is that? Is that a Citation X? No, the engines aren't big enough. What is that? The Longitude? Stone and everybody else watching, I'm going to start up another stream after lunch, after I do a PS5 turn off to clear out the RAM, and we'll get another good 2 flights in. So Stone, if you want to come back in about an hour or so. Oh, it's 1:30 local time. Yeah, an hour or so. Oh, you are in a Citation X. Now I see the tag. You bought that? You spent your money and bought that? It's my favorite jet now. The only thing I can't figure out is how to shut down the engines. I hate to say it. I can't find the controls. I know right here is the starter, but I won't worry about it till I'm off stream. Pilot probably knows where you shut this off. This is the ignition. Stone, do you know where the control is to shut this off? I've looked around for it for a half hour. I don't see it. So we have the external power, avionics power, all that's right here. The battery. I don't know if this, let's just try it. Will this shut down the engine or the avionics? Generator. Avionics off. 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 So you can see everything's off, but my engine's still running. Anybody know? Quick, put it in the chat before this thing blows. Generator. Okay, that one's off. I don't know where else would it be. Engine sync. So nobody in the chat knows where this power off the engine. Cutoff. Maybe we need to be a cutoff. Engine cutoff. There it is. Damn. We found it. Engine cutoff. Duh. Why does it still sound like something's running? Yep. Engine's off. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Thanks for the likes. I'm going to do another stream, like I said, after I have a quick bite and we let the memory clear out of this. I'm not risking another flight. I'm surprised I got 2 in. So we will be back. Stone, feel free to join us. Matthew, as usual. And thanks for stopping by, Pilot. And 79, if you're going to take that class, that'd be cool. Yeah, about an hour. Let me just grab a quick bite. I'm going to actually leave all my flight stick stuff connected. And just grab something quick. Matthew, this is just my last flight for right now because, as you know, the PlayStation 5 has a memory leak issue that's really bad. And at any moment, I could get the low resources memory error, and then 30 seconds later, the PlayStation just craps. So I'm not rebuilding the databases again like I had to the last time. So yeah, this is the last flight for about an hour, and then we'll be back for another 2. Maybe we could do 3. That's kind of pushing it. We used to be able to do 4. Then it went down to 3, then it went down to 2, and the other one time it went to 1. If I use a 737 MAX, it's basically 1. So if I use a regular airliner, an Airbus or a Boeing, it's going to be 1 flight and out. So yeah, just turn on notifications. I'll be back in a little bit. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you in a little bit.